Hello friends, welcome to Sql Server tutorial. Now we are at the final part of the subseries table join. In this video we will look at self join. Self join is nothing but joining the table with the same table again. So in the previous videos we saw when we are making a join, we joined table A with table B. That means we joined two different tables. Now in this video we are going to join the table with the same table again, and you will see what is the need for self join in this video. First we learned about the table join basics, then we prepared some sample data, then we learned what is a Cartesian product and what is the need for mapping column. Then we talked about mapping column, and we also saw what is inner join. Then we saw how do we perform multiple table, and in that example we performed two inner join, and you can extend this. By this time you know the full join, left outer join, all those stuff, so you can extend the join and you can mix also. So when all the table involved are in inner join, the join order is not important. Here if you see table A we joined first, table B second, then we joined table tran. So you can join in any order you want because the join type is inner join. But when you introduce the left outer or right outer join or simply outer join, that time the order will be important. That means you have to make sure in what order you are performing the join. Say for example, first you are performing two inner join, then one left outer join. So this will be definitely different from one inner join, one left outer join, and if you perform one more inner join, right? So when you exchange like this, the result also differs because of this outer joins. So experiment when you are mixing the inner and outer join. So we talked about joining multiple table, then we talked about full join, and we talked about left as well as right outer join. In this video we will look at self join. A table which joins itself is called self join. So mapping column spans between two different columns in the same table. The primary key and foreign key relation exists on the same table, but it's not a mandatory requirement. But if you see there is a primary key and foreign key. Foreign key refers to some column in the same table, then that's a good candidate for a self join. So the employees table in the Northwind database is a good example to perform self join. Let's use that table to explore the self join, and it will make you understand what's the need for self join. Now let's go to the demo. So this time we are going to use Northwind database. So Northwind, Pubs, AdventureWorks all are Microsoft supplied sample databases. So we will execute this and let's see the employee table in detail. There are 9 records in employees table, and this is YouTube, right? Northwind table employees columns. If you see here the key icon here, employee ID, primary key, reports to is the foreign key, right? This foreign key actually refers to this same column in the employee table. It may take a while, we will wait. Foreign key reports to references. So foreign key for the column reports to, and it references employees table, employee ID. So employee ID is primary key. That means this refers employee ID. So it's a good candidate for self join. So let's pick an example here. Employee ID is 6. Reports to employee ID 5. So Suyama Michael reports to employee ID 5, Buchan Steven. So this person is sales representative, and the Michael Suyama reports to sales manager, who is Bachman Steven. So that's how you have to relate. So this is employee ID 5, right? If I click here, let's look at the reports to 2. Bachman Steven, sales manager, reports to Fuller Andrew. He's a vice president. You see how the hierarchical relationship exists in this same table by means of primary and foreign key relations that exist on 2 different columns of the same employee table. Now we will perform join using this same table. So here our goal is to bring employee manager relation, and if you see how we used here, we picked a specific record, and if you want to know who is this person's manager, then we have to look at some other record, right? But in a single row we want to state who is the employee and to whom he reports. So, and now if you look at the from class of this self join, from employees, alias name we are setting it as emp, left join, same employees, alias name here we are setting it as manager. In the left side, or from the emp table, we are picking the reports to column and mapping that to the manager table's employee ID. So that means whenever you refer some column name from MGR, we can state that as manager. Whenever you refer some column from EMP, that's employee. So here in the select list, if you see emp.first name, emp.last name, alias we are setting it as employee name, right? From employee name, based on reports to column, if you bring data from MGR table, then so here we are also displaying employee's title, mgr.first name, last name, we are calling this as a manager, then manager's title, right? Here we are performing the self join employee. We are bringing all the data and we call that as employee table. Employee table. And here we again bring the same employee data and we refer that as a manager table. So left side employee, right side manager, right? That's how we are joining it. Then when we are bringing the column from that relevant table, we call that as employee as well as a manager. Now let me execute and you will see this. So for example, we talked about this Michael Suyama, right? Michael Suyama, employee name, employee title is sales representative, reporting to manager Steven Bachman, and he is a sales manager, right? Now in the left side, if you look at Steven Bachman, he is a sales manager, reports to Andrew Fuller. Andrew Fuller is a vice president. Manager name, manager title, employee name, employee title. If you see, we split the data 2 times. Then based on mapping, we are bringing the relation employee name, employee title, as well as manager name and manager title. So now the employee and the reported person's detail. Both are coming in a single row. So that's the use of self join. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.